This morning, an arrest in a deadly shooting in Winton, Paris. Cincinnati police say 22-year-old Ahmyah Stanley shot and killed 21-year-old Ahmyah Stanley. The shooting happened on Craft Street around 11 Friday night. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene. Last night, Cincinnati police, with the help of Coleraine Township and Hamilton County SWAT, arrested Ahmyah Stanley after an apparent standoff. It happened on Longwood Court off of John Rose Avenue in Coleraine Township. Police surrounded an apartment complex around 6:30 p.m. and remained on scene for about 3 hours. Our crews at the scene could see SWAT trucks and police officers inside the stairwell wearing tactical gear. Police say the suspect was arrested on an open murder warrant.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform for it to plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, don't best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Through drought and famine, natural disasters, my baby has been around for me. Kingdoms are falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me leave, yeah. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need, yeah. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Oh, daylight, I wake up feeling like you won't play right. I used to know, but now that shit don't feel right. You made me put away my pride. Yeah. So long, you made a play away for some. So long, you made it hard for a boy like that to go wrong. I'm wishing I could make this mine. Ooh, if you want it, yeah, you can have it, yeah. If you need it, yeah, we can make it alright. If you want it, said you can have it.
Hey, that's Jamie boy, baby. What's going on? What's going on, baby? It's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. I ain't gonna miss y'all. Y'all just don't know. Look, Cassandra said, hey, girl. Cassandra, I was in your city, baby. Baby. Oh, I think I'm echoing. There it go. When I tell y'all my weekend was fantastic, baby. I had a wonderful time. I did not let anyone know where I was going, except for my friends, because I didn't want nobody to break in my house. Shout out to the people that break in houses. Y'all ain't shit. I gotta bring up Jason before I get started. We left. Our last live was on a Peachy News night. We are back with our first live on a Peachy News night, baby. So here go Jason.
Yeah. Excuse me. What up, though? What up? How y'all doing?
Scare me. What was that?
I have no clue. Shout out to all the people breaking their houses. Y'all ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
They said they were like,
that part. They up in your crib if you ain't paying no attention. Hey, first and foremost, though, man, what up, though, to everybody out there? Welcome back, man. We back with another one. And if you don't know, and you got a TV in your house and it is powered through Roku, go ahead and get us up on that television. That's right. All you got to do is go over to where the apps are, hit in the search menu, PGT Time with a Y, and that's going to get you pulled up. PGT Time is spelled with a Y. Pull us up and watch us on the big screen. I know you got a 75. I know you got a 60. Some of y'all might even got 85s. Get us up on your TV screen, man. Roku all day. Let's go.
What about the ones that get the 55 and the
shit.
35?
So the one I got 55, the 45s, and the 35s, you need to go ahead and get us up on YouTube. Go over to YouTube, hit the like, the subscribe, and go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section so we can pull you up on the screen. Just like how we did Carmen, just like how we did Cassandra. You know what I'm saying? So then that way you still participating. You feel me? And then hit the bell notification for when PGT Time and this show go live, you get notified. It is simple as that.
It's that simple. Now I'm telling you now, if you got a 10-inch, just watch us on your phone. Just watch us on your phone. Don't even go through the trouble.
If your screen is smaller than a 55, just watch us on your phone. Just watch this. You can, and then on top of that, you can watch us on all the platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. You can watch us there for sure.
Hey,
don't hate on the 55.
Said I'm watching, cousin. That's a new cousin that's watching, baby.
Shout out to the new cousins. What up, new cousin?
But this is her first time commenting. Hey, cousin, I love you, boo. I just said y'all crazy.
Y'all crazy as hell.
I said, you know I ain't lying. If they got anything under 10, don't even waste your time. Don't you shouldn't even have a Roku stick.
That's it. My tablet bigger than your TV, brother. My tablet. Don't let my daughter's tablet be as big as your TV.
Look, she said, don't hate on the 55s, Jason.
Not at all.
She ain't having that at all. So I gotta tell you, Jason, and everybody that's watching, what occurred this weekend. Josette, I know Josette is watching, baby. Josette is in the building. Josette, let me tell you, girl, I shall pull your house, girl. I shall pull your house into watch that, girl. I said, damn, Josette house. He said, Josette, that be watching the show? That's Josette house, her old house. You know, Josette, I'm sure she'd have moved on up in the world. So she don't want that house no more. but you guys, when I tell you I had a fantastic time. So this weekend, I went to my grandmother's funeral in Michigan. So I went down to Niles, Michigan. Now, Jason, when I tell you, we was lit, okay? Over to my cousin Erica's house, we was lit. When I say lit to the extreme, to the 16th power, okay? My cousin said, her twin brother, Edward, he said, now he older than me. He said, go live. Let's go live. Peachy, that's what he was calling me the whole night. Peachy, go live. I said, Edward, I had to, come back sober life.
Right.
I said, Edward, I don't go live unless I'm 5 minutes away from my house. If I am thousands and thousands of miles away, I will not go live. And I hope y'all is listening out there. Don't go live when you go out of town unless you got a house. If you got a house sitter, go live as much as you want to go live, baby. Go live. If you
Man,
got the police riding past checking on your house,
that's
go
when you can do
live.
it, right?
Yeah, that's when you can do it. But don't be going live and ain't nobody at your house, no dog, no nothing. It's at your house to protect your house. Don't do it. As bad as I wanted to, Jason. Jesus, I wanted to go
I'm
live so
telling
bad.
you. He's like, I can't do that. Hey, man, you know what? You just gave me some free game because I totally did not be. I totally don't think of that, and that's that. This that new suburban life that I've been living, where I'm like, oh man, my neighbor's watching anyway, so it's okay.
Jason, can you repeat that one more time, please? Go back to this is the. That's what I want to cover. Because I think Jason done forgot where the hell he at right now, y'all.
I was just telling you, man.
Let's go back. Let's rewind. Go back to this is the.
This I'm telling you, this that suburban life. I'm in suburbia, damn near a cul-de-sac.
Let me bring his ass down.
I mean,
Let me tell y'all something right quick. Let me tell y'all something. This is the meaning of this right here, what y'all looking at, okay? This is the meaning of never forget where the hell you came from, okay? I just thought I'd say that right quick. Because Jason forgot where the hell he came from.
I didn't forget. I didn't ran away and forgot. I didn't became part of the system. Yeah, I'm part of the people that go to sleep with their door open sometimes. Like, damn, I forgot to close the door.
Don't say that out here. Do not say this is PGT time is as hood as it get, baby. That was gonna find you. Oh, he leave his door open and where he at? They gotta take a trip to get to Jason.
Hey, yo, hey, believe me though, I got 16 little people that'll say hello to you though. Yeah, so go chat if you want to.
He ain't talking about kids. He ain't talking about kids. Oh, they gonna say hi.
Hey,
my daddy gonna get you. He better get
I got 16 little friends that'll say hello, and the 17th one is sitting in the chair waiting on you like.
I can't. I just came with Jason today. Jason. When I tell y'all, I just got home 6:30 this evening. Went to the beauty salon. As tired as I was. Didn't get no sleep last night, baby. I had my last cousin came and pulled up on me on my mother-in-law house at 12:15 in the morning. Because that was time she got off of work. And we left at 5 o'clock this morning. Damn. Baby, when I tell you, by the time she left, it was after 1. Sheesh. I'm still laying in the bed like this. Just looking around. And looking around. Could not go to sleep for nothing. Okay? So when I tell
y'all drove, right?
I'm tired. It was a 13-hour drive.
Jeez.
We got home at 6:30. I went straight to go get my hair done. Well, first I came home and set up the stream for PGT time. Then went and got my hair curled. And now I'm back at home. And I got some stuff to tell y'all that happened this weekend. So I got to hurry up and get started because we do have only one topic tonight. One topic that we're going to talk about, which is Ahmyah Stanley. Because we're talking about families, Jason. We're talking about families, okay? We do not have a family on, but we're talking about family. You know, I went to my grandmother's funeral, who I love dearly. Rest in peace to Miss Pauline Murray. I went there, had a wonderful time with my family. Great time. And I wanted to share some stuff with y'all. That's what I wanted to do tonight. I told y'all, if y'all been watching my page, you already know I told y'all this is going to be a different type of show tonight, okay? So I wanted to share with Jason and the rest of you all a little bit of where I came from, okay? So we left on Friday, Jason, and everybody that's watching. We left on Friday, and we went straight to Niles, Michigan. Now, I had a lot of things, surprises. I had some surprises planned for some of you viewers out there. So I'm going to show y'all some clips on the surprises just as well. But we went down there, Jason, and it was raining.
Okay, I'm going to have to, can I do this before we go? Start go any further, because it really gets to me, and I don't know why. It's a me thing. Peachy, you live in Atlanta. And you went to Michigan. You didn't go down anywhere. You went up to.
Yes. And that irritates you when people say that.
I don't know why. Lord have mercy.
And Jason's gonna hear me say that a lot, okay? Because whatever comes to my head first, that's what I say. Even when I show y'all these pictures and these clips that I'm gonna show y'all with these surprises, the first thing that comes to my head is what comes out my mouth. And that's why I have Jason. And Jason would try to correct me. He would try. But that's it, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Shout out to Jason.
Shout out to Jason.
Shout out to God.
Oh, man, on the way. No turn away.
Let me add me too. Shout out to the listeners.
There you go. There you go.
You know, there's Jason, God, then me. And then there's me, God, then Jason. And then Pooh.
Pooh come in there.
Then Pooh, you know. But okay, so we went up to Niles. Y'all. And it was raining. Okay. So I'm like, okay, we can deal with the rain. It is what it is. We good. We get there. The kids excited because we're at the hotel. You know, they don't know how to act when we get to the hotel. We don't go to the hotel a lot. Okay. So they excited.
Right. It's a
you know, I'm being 100 with y'all. You know, we work over here. That's what we do. We work. So we'll have time to go places on time. So I'm telling y'all, they were super, super excited. Okay. And then the next day on Saturday was the funeral. Wake up to a damn blizzard, seemed like. Look, Jason. Jason, what? What did you say? Jason, I think I understood just a little bit of where you stay at.
That part.
Baby, when I tell y'all it was snow everywhere, Kirsten said, Mommy, your lashes are snow. It was snow everywhere. I mean, it was just coming down. I have not been in snow like that since I literally left Michigan. And it has been almost 20 years since I've been, let me turn this phone off, since I have been away from Michigan. So we get snow here in Atlanta, but nothing like what I saw on Saturday, Jason.
That part, yeah, I figured that.
It was coming down so bad. Lord forgive me. Grandma, I love my grandma so much. I really do. But it was coming down so bad. I'm like, is they going to postpone?
Can it wait a day?
Maybe it won't be snowing like this tomorrow. So maybe we should do it tomorrow. Because I'm trying to figure out what's this going on. So we go to the funeral. I'm just going to tell y'all exactly what happened. Mama Peach, I'm telling on you too. I'm telling on you and Daddy-O. Yeah, Jason, I want you to listen to this. I really want you to listen, and everybody else. We go to the funeral. I'm on program. I'm on the funeral program. Okay. So I have to be on time. We get there. Snow just coming down. I come on in. I got my 2 kids with me. My babies, they energized. We walking down the aisle so we go view my grandma body. I'm like, hold on. Let's wait for Poolie to come in. Poolie went to go find the park. Poolie comes back. We inside the church. And I'm like, come on now. Let's go down as a family. You know, Jason, I'm just keeping it 100. This is me. This is my train of thought. This is how I be thinking. We're going to walk down as a family. So we're walking down as a family. And then this woman comes and taps me on my shoulder. And she got on the mask. And I'm like, hi. We walk a little bit further. Then she grabbed my kids. And she tapped on my kids. And I'm looking like, who is this woman? And then my kids, hi. She's like, hi. Give them hugs and stuff. I'm like, who is this woman? Well, Jason, this is who this woman was. Let me show y'all a picture of who this woman was. But like I said, she had on a mask. My damn mother-in-law, y'all. It was my mother-in-law. So that is me and my mother-in-law, Carmen, Poolie's mother. She literally drove Jason from Saginaw, Michigan, to Niles, Michigan, which was like 3 hours, a 3-hour drive. She rented a truck and she drove by herself in the blizzard. I call it the blizzard. In the blizzard. She got there, and the plan came about the night before, that she was gonna take my kids back when it was
okay.
when it was raining.
Right.
We came to the agreement. Yes, you can take the kids back. Now it is a blizzard now.
It's been upgraded.
I said maybe she forgot, and maybe she ain't gonna say she gonna take them back. Well, she took them back. She took them back. They made it back safely. It was even an extra 2 hours, I think, a 2-hour drive for her to go back because of the snow was so bad, so bad. But shout out to Carmen. Her name is Carmen too. Shout out to Carmen. Great mother-in-law. Great, absolutely great grandmother. Couldn't ask for a better grandmother. You know, beside my mama, you know, y'all already know Mama P. She is great just as well. So I thank God for both of them. But she came and got her grandbabies.
I was about to say, ain't nothing about to stop her from getting her grandbabies. Right. What's 2 hours?
She came to the funeral. She bought a plant. Look, she bought a plant. She had everything together. But I'm taking my grandbabies with me. She came to the repast. She came to the repast.
She said, I'm going to be here for a little. We're going to grab this plate and go. Come on, babies.
And then we got to go. And they left. And I prayed about it, that they make it there safely. But the only reason why I felt comfortable, Jason, with letting them go with her, besides she's the mother-in-law, was because she's from Michigan. She's been there all her life.
First and foremost, this little, why you thinking it's a blizzard, in her mind, she's like, this dusting. This you know what I'm saying? This ain't no snow.
Exactly. So after the funeral, okay, well, first of all, Jason, I told Mama Peach I gotta tell it, okay? We at the funeral, and everybody's saying, damn, whisper, damn. Where your mama and Uncle Wyvern at? I'm like, they coming. All of a sudden, the church music started playing, because it's time for the funeral to get started. Jason, people still coming up to me whispering, where Aunt Carolyn and Uncle Wyvern? I'm like, they coming. Well, now the first person that went and spoke at the funeral, it's almost time for me to come up. I'm like number 3, number 4. I said, let me go out here and call my mama and see what's going on. I'm like, she answered the phone. I'm in the back. I'm like, Mama, where you at? We on our way. I said, okay, but why y'all late? What is going on? We forgot Aunt Naomi, which is my grandma's sister. They forgot at the hotel. So they had to turn around and go back and get Aunt Naomi.
And left her at the hotel.
Yeah. So they had to go back and get it, then they had to come back. So by the time they got back, it was time for my little speech. Okay. So I gave my little speech, say what I had to say. I did a reading of a song that my grandmother really liked and she requested. So I ended up reading it because I'm not a singer. Just gonna put it out there like that. I can sing to myself, but I'm not. I can't sing to everybody else.
You should have been giving them notes with the tears. You should have been hitting all that.
No, but I read it very well. I did. Shout out to me reading.
Shout out to me reading.
Shout out to all my reading teachers out there. That taught me how to read. So after that, okay, so we went over to my cousin's house after the funeral. So I'm going to show y'all some of these pictures from my cousin's house. Now, we had a good time, Jason. We had a good time on my cousin's house. So let me see. Here you go. Is this? I think this was over there. Yep, that was over there. That's cousin Lil Aaron. Now, notice I said Lil Aaron.
All right.
And he looked grown as hell. The last time I seen these boys, they was young.
Oh, don't tell me you. Oh, please don't tell me you ain't do that though. Don't tell. Last time I seen you, you about this big.
I was acting old as hell.
You was that. You was the auntie for the South. Like you was about this big. Like
I was in there like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you. Boy, you about like this the last time I saw you. Acting a fool. Acting a plain fool.
Passing
So
the
here
play
go another
pool.
picture. This all of us. This
And you
all
out here
like,
throwing up
we
gang
good.
signs. Oh man.
No,
You don't know
I
how to
wasn't.
act.
No. Let's make this clear. It would take Jason to say that. I was not throwing up any gang signs, y'all. If you would look at every picture that I have done, I always throw this little sign up. Stars,
Okay.
stars. Hey, David. Yes, I do. Look, Julie said, yes, Saturday was bad. Then it was sunny the very next day. All the snow was gone. Yes. Shout out to Carmen. I just said shout out to Carmen for coming to get her grandbabies. Go get her grandbabies. Mama Peach, I was not throwing up gang signs. You have seen that sign several times.
That
I
part.
don't know what it is. I don't know what it's called. I feel like it looks nice when I do it. I don't know nothing else to say about it. Let me take this picture down. It is not a gang sign.
She
I
said,
am
I
against
don't know
all
what
gangs
to call it.
in America. I can't stand you, Jason. And this is my cousin Edward. Edward say, let me give you some smooches. This is my cousin Danielle. We was back at the hotel. This is my cousin Danielle. This is Shannon and Jolene, my two cousins just as well. Hey, cuz. Okay, so do I have any more? No, not that one, not that one. Oh, this one right here. These beautiful women, may I add, is the daughters and daughter-in-laws of my grandmother.
Oh,
So
amen.
the one all the way to the end with the brown headband on, we're gonna start right there. That's my auntie Juanita. She's the baby girl of the family, and my grandma daughter. Next to her is my auntie Charlotte. She is right next to Juanita, I think in age. Then after that, baby, is Mama Peach. You see Mama Peach up there?
You see Mama Peach?
That's Mama Peach with crimps. The deep wave. She got the deep wave going on
You
in the
see
hair.
it? You see it? You see it?
And then next to her is my Aunt Paulette, which is my grandma's daughter. And my mom is my grandma's daughter-in-law, y'all. So then after my Aunt Paulette is my Auntie Carla. And Carla is also my grandmother's daughter-in-law. So they all decided to wear white and black, and they just looked all so beautiful, so beautiful. So shout out to them.
Can we take a look? It's what this month. It is still Woman Appreciation Month, so we're gonna go ahead and appreciate these beautiful black queens right now. My thing is hot. Like, okay, wait a second. Either y'all got the secret serum, or I don't know. Like, that's all I got, because y'all all look young as hell. Everybody look young as hell right now. And I'm baffled, and that's all I got to say.
I have the answer for you. Shout out to God.
Shout out to God. I'm
That's
telling you.
That's what we're gonna say. Shout out to God. But yes, those are my aunties. I love them all so much. And of course, y'all already know I love my mama. So next picture, Jason, I want to show y'all is this house right here. This is the house that I remember. The very, very, very first house that I ever remember being in. And I remember being there till I was 5 years old. Now, my mom said I was in some apartments before this, but I don't remember that. But I remember this house so much. And this was the house that I lived in Niles, Michigan, before I moved to Baacckkk. Okay? So before I moved to Baacckkk, and I left Baacckkk when I was 12 and moved to Saginaw. And been in Saginaw until I got grown. So this meant a lot to me, to be able to see this house and to be able to show it to y'all just as well. Now y'all have to understand this is a very, very, very small cities where you don't even have, you probably got 2 lanes. Ain't no probably, there's 2-lane roads everywhere. There's not 2 of the same restaurants in these cities. Okay. So I want y'all to see the house in Baacckkk. This is the house in Baacckkk. This is the house I lived in until I was from 5 to 12 years old. This is the house that I lived in. So many memories there. So many memories there. I think Mama Peach probably sitting back like, oh Lord, why is she showing this house?
Right.
I know she is. But it means much more than what it looks like to me.
I mean, they some good looking houses, to be honest with you. Ain't nothing
I
wrong
would
with
think
it.
so too. Just need to do something with the
Oh,
sidings and all that. Well, the blue
that
house
part,
was nice.
that part.
The blue house used to be brown. It really
Right.
did.
I mean,
So
other than you taking pictures of people houses that live there currently, that might be a, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I hope they be okay. But anyway, so those are the houses. And then, like I told y'all, I moved to Saginaw when I was 12. And that's where I met Poolie at, in Saginaw. So this was my high school. I posted this earlier, well, late last night on Facebook. So some of y'all probably saw this. But this was my high school that is no longer a high school because the city, you know, is, I guess you could say, kind of poor, and they let go of all of our county, our benefits, the township. All of our schools are closed down.
What? So where the kids going to school?
They have to go out of their district
What?
to go to school. Sad.
That don't make no sense.
And from what
They
I
got no
was
money for the
told,
school?
huh?
I said they don't have no money for the schools?
No, I guess not. Like they closed the elementary schools, the middle schools, and the high school.
Big vacant buildings. That's not good.
Yeah. So, well, actually, this building, from what I was told, someone bought it, and they're supposedly, allegedly, everything on my show is allegedly, except for those are my real family members. That's not allegedly, and this is the school that I went to.
Right.
But
Some of the
allegedly, from
things
what
are
I
allegedly.
heard, exactly, from what I heard, they are turned into a farmer's market.
A farmer's market. Wow.
Yeah,
Carmen
that's
had
what I was
asked.
told.
Carmen asked in the chat, she said, are they charter schools? No. Unfortunately, it sounds like there are no schools. It's just buildings.
Yeah, no, this was not a charter school at all. It was a regular school. It was a regular school.
Well, she meaning since they're not a school now, have they turned into a charter schools? Yeah.
Is the other ones charter schools? That's what she's asking.
That's what I'm guessing.
Oh, well, no, they're not. We're talking about there's no private schools like that. None of it. This is a very small town. So now Saginaw have more than one restaurant. Okay, Saginaw does.
Right.
But Saginaw is more like Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Just not as big as Detroit, but it's like that. But yeah, so that's what they're supposedly be doing with it. And I think that was then we saw the grand with my little nieces, y'all. These my little nieces, yes, and that's Kirsten in the back. She really enjoyed herself, Jason. That's me and my auntie, my dad's sister. That's
Man,
me
for
and
real,
Edward.
your family looks so young.
That's my cousin Edward. Yeah, what she say? Carmen said, "Black don't crack."
Right.
Said, "Black don't crack." Hey, Tiffany, I tried to call you, girl, but I'm gonna call you later. I'm gonna call you later.
He was on the show not too long ago, wasn't he?
Who, Edward?
Yeah.
No, nope. He's never been on the show. No, he's never been on the show.
I promise he was. He was on something because he was talking about because he was doing hair for a while too, right?
Did Edward come? I think was it the your own business?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Tell all your business. Yeah, he was on there. I'm sorry, Edward. I apologize. Hey, cousin Bree.
Right, Julie. I know Julie. I be paying attention. You know what I mean?
Jason, I met my cousin Bree. I don't have her picture up here, but you guys are gonna see him because I'm gonna post tomorrow. But I met my cousin Bree. But we was at over my cousin's house, and I was just taking pictures of everybody. I was lit, taking pictures of everybody, and then came up to her and this other girl that I had never seen before. At least I thought I had never seen them before. And I was like, "Come on, y'all, let's take a picture." I'm a YouTube commentator called Picture Tea Time, and I said, "Y'all gotta subscribe to my page." And then we took a picture. And then I told her they probably gonna be on the show. And then I said, go to your page. She went to her page. She said, we're friends already. I said, oh, you've been watching the show? That's so sweet.
Shout out to the support system.
And then she said,
shout out to the support system. I'm your cousin too. Hey, you don't need no ancestry.com. You just need somebody to pass away in the family. You meet everybody. I've never heard this many like lineup of cousins, or y'all mamas just didn't have a lot of babies.
Yeah, pretty much, you know. But we talking about good second cousin, third cousin, all that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I've even when I went to like my grandmother's funeral and even my granddad's funeral, I still ain't had this depth of cousins as you guys have. It's crazy to see this. I love it though. I love every bit of it. You feel me?
Yep, that's my cousin and her husband. They were so sweet. They were just adorable. It really was. Okay, now this is the big surprise I want to show you. So I surprised a few people that is like really, really Peachy Tea Time fans. And one of them actually was a guest on the show. Now, I'm sure you guys remember the story about Demi and Yaya.
Absolutely.
Definitely remember the story about Demi and Yaya. We did 3 parts to that show. And I was honored and blessed and so thankful to go and surprise Crystal, which was Yaya's mother. I also went and I surprised a guest by the name of Chrissy. And I'm going to tell y'all Chrissy's story to bring y'all up to speed right after this. So here's Crystal. Now let me show y'all the picture. This Crystal, Jason, everybody was short as hell. Everybody, I did not know I was tall until I got around these people, okay?
Right.
Now y'all keep in mind, I ain't had no hairdo. I mean, my stylist, he curled my hair, but I had to recurl myself to where I was like, you know what, I can't take this no more. I'm just finna go. So that's why I'm probably look crazy. But with the purple coat on, that's Crystal. She lost her daughter through gun violence. And it was 5 kids that had got shot. Mm-hmm. And her son also got shot, but he made it. But it was 5 kids in total at her house. And, you know, that's what made it so difficult for Crystal to accept, because it happened at her house, let alone her daughter was gone. So I went and I surprised her. The young lady that's next to her is her adopted daughter, who I have been talking to back and forth, setting all of this up. Now, I'm telling you now, Jason, Mama Peach was like, you going on over there, you say hi, say whatever you gotta say, and you go. You don't you don't know them people like that. I'm just being honest, you know what I'm saying? Because I know some people is probably sitting out there right now, Jason. Like, you mean to tell me you went over people's house that you don't even know the way this world is? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You know, so my mother was definitely, you know, in tune of everything that was going on. And Pooley's toys that's in his pockets was also in tune in what was going on just as well.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. We're gonna make it home tonight. Yeah.
Right.
But it was awesome. Like, God had his hands all in it, all around us. I felt comfortable. We stayed outside. It was cold as hell, but we stayed outside. I've only was there for like maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes, if that, because I still had, you know, 2 other families that I had to go over to just as well. So I want to show y'all just a little small video of what happened when I went to go see Crystal. So I'm going to bring me and Jason down.
I gotta be your baby. She look just like you, bro.
I have been here.
She look just like
Friday.
you, bro.
Oh, really? Yes, I've been here.
I got a nephew who look just like me.
How are you?
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, family run deep.
They're my little friend. Hey, CC. How y'all doing? Give me a hug, too. Give me a hug, too.
Oh, that was a nice surprise.
Vegas on your sweatshirt. I'm like, why do I gotta go inside? Yeah, we have been planning this for
Oh, it was a
couple
setup.
weeks
I had
now.
no idea.
Okay.
Last week, and she said, don't tell Crisco.
Oh, this was a
I won't.
setup. I didn't know.
Yeah, she didn't know.
I thought you been talking to her this whole
I've been talking
time.
to. All right.
I love it. I love it.
Yes. I mean, when I tell you, Jason, you know, that was just a little clipping of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to upload it to the computer and it was just taking too long. So I had to just cut it up and everything. But Jason, when I tell you, I felt so good and so proud of myself for everything that I have done with Peachy Tea Time with the help of you and Poolie. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell y'all, if I ever had a proud moment, you know, I thought my 1 year anniversary, I thought that was my proud moment.
Right.
But
I did it for a
this
year.
right here, yes, this right here, and then the next clip that I'm gonna show you guys, those two clips really, really set in on me like, okay, this is what you do this for.
That part.
This is
that
what you
part.
do this for. You know
Well,
what I'm
think
saying?
about it, right? Think about it. Like you did build a connection with this family solely based on helping their story get out, right? Because it's so tragic to lose, you know, someone so close to them, especially someone she made. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So through that and through the pictures and through the story and through helping, like you do build a bond with someone, whether you met them in person or not. And to show up like that probably mean a lot to her too, because for her, it's just another platform that she was on to talk about her child. Who knows if it was going to go anywhere else? But for you to like boots to the ground, show up, show some love, and just be like, look, the story's going to keep going. Like, we still got you. It's more than just podcast and views. You feel me?
Exactly.
It's I'm here for you. So that is dope. So I am also like, yeah, big button. I'm also like, that's major love that you've been able to, you know, have that opportunity, right? Because
Yes.
while and, you know, sorry for my little TED talk here. So while you were there to celebrate the passing of, you know what I'm saying, your grandmother and off into the new world that she will be a part of, you went and consoled someone that is still struggling with that same past, but for someone that is so young that did not get to live a full life like your grandmother. So it's a lot of ways that this actually plays into each other. And it's God just talking to you, saying you're in the right space at the right time, doing the right thing.
Exactly. And I was just, I mean, and all I could do, y'all, is thank God. Literally. That's all I could do was thank God. Because if it wasn't for him setting this up, because he's the one that really set it up.
Right,
you know,
right.
I never would have thought that I would be going back to Niles, Michigan. You never would have thought, you know, but just so happened I was there for my grandmother, like Jason was saying, which was very, very hard, very, very hard to deal with. So not only did I help put a smile on their face and bring them some cheer, they also was able to put a smile on my face when I was going through something so devastating just as well. So
absolutely.
Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate you. And thank you, Sierra, just as well, boo. Now, the next person I went to go see, Jason, guess who I went to go see? Miss
Chris.
Yumika.
Oh, shout out to Yumika. That's what's up.
Yeah, you remember Yumika?
I do. What up, though, Yumika?
Now, Yumika has my products selling in her store. In her boutique, that is. So I took a picture by my little setup and everything. She got the little lights going around my logo and everything. It was really, really cute. And Yumika, I was very, 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 very excited to see her. I really was, because Yumika, she came along. When did Yumika come along?
She came
probably
in like
a month or two after Bernardo, I think it was.
well, Bernardo brought her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
Bernardo brought her.
It was
like
roughly
after a month or two.
Yeah, it was a lot sooner than that, I think, but it was in that time frame.
Yeah, it was in that time frame. And you know, y'all, sometimes you just don't know if you're gonna ever meet people face to face in real life. You know what I'm saying, Jason?
I do.
You just
I do.
never know. You hope you gonna see him, but you don't
Mhm.
know for sure if you're gonna see him or not. You know, so I thank God that I was able to see you, Mika. I thought I brought up a picture of her, but I didn't. But all these pictures, y'all, I will be posting on my page. It was so many. But I was able to see you, Mika. So shout out to you, Mika, and everything. I told her, I said, please don't let Bernardo know I'm here. Please. Don't let him know I'm in the building. But then after that, I went and saw Chrissy. Now, Chrissy, on the other hand, Chrissy got into, when I met Chrissy online, I was just scrolling and I saw it was right after my show and she had a live going on. So I was like, let me go on this girl live. And when I went on the live, the police was at her house.
Oh man.
Yes, the Popos was at Chrissy's house. And I was sitting up here. This is Chrissy. And she was like, hey, Miss Peachy. She saw me in the feed. And I'm like, in the comments, I'm sorry. And I'm like, how she know me? You know, because I didn't know her. And she was like, I'm going to have to come on your show. You see the police is over here. My neighbors, they got guns and everything threatening me. And the police ain't even taking them to jail or nothing. I said, oh, you need to come on the show. So Chrissy came on the show. She came on the show with me and Pooley. And she came on the show. We played the videos, you know, that I saw. We replayed those. The police officer was on there and everything. It was in South Bend in projects. To make that clear, we was in the projects. And after the show, maybe a week or two later, those same girls, Jason, came over to her house with her apartment, which was right next door to them, and jumped her. It was 5 of them, jumped her in the backyard while her friend, a guy friend, was over. And she had a bottle and she buzzed one of them in the head with the bottle because all 5 of them was jumping on her. Well, she ended up going to jail. And she ended up doing 6 months in jail. She had a son that was autistic. And well, she had a son that is autistic. And I said, you know what? When I saw Yumika said, did you see Chrissy? I like, girl, no. I forgot about Chrissy. We got to go see Chrissy. I ended up trying to contact Chrissy. Chrissy wouldn't answer the phone. Yumika was contacted. She wouldn't answer the phone. Because we need to make sure she still lived there.
Right,
you know,
right.
Because she had just got out of jail. So she ended up calling my phone back and she said, is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, everything's okay. She was like, well, Yumika just called me and then you called me. So I just wanted to make sure everything was okay and just fine. I said, girl, yeah, I was just calling to check on you, see if you was good. I ain't heard from you in a while. She was like, oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let me go ahead and call Yumika, make sure Yumika's okay. So we had it all planned out. So this is her video when we pulled up Jason. Here we go.
Oh my God! Hey, girl.
Hey!
Come in.
He gotta cut the car out.
It's fucking dirty, but come in. Oh my God! Hey, girl.
Hey!
Come in.
He gotta cut the car out.
It's fucking dirty, but come in.
Chrissy said, my house is effing dirty, but come on in.
Yeah, apologize for that. It is not people ready. It is not people ready.
Yes. And when I tell y'all, that made my day, Jason. That truly made my day. I mean, she was so excited to see me. It was like, if y'all, now Pooley was on camera duty, y'all. I blame Pooley. He didn't know how to zoom in and all that stuff. So, but if y'all could have saw her face, Jason, she was like, Like she could not believe it was me. She
Super
was
shocked,
literally
right?
stuck. I mean, for a good 5 seconds at the door, like, and then finally she took off running. And I was like, oh my God, it just felt so good. So good. So shout out to Chrissy. Y'all, it was a great weekend. This is my brother-in-law. Where is Dominique? Here he is right here. This is Pooley's brother right there. People tend to say that they look alike. I don't, but that's his brother.
I would probably say so too, right?
You think they look alike?
Nah, I mean, no, not really.
Oh, okay. I don't think so either. But that's his brother. Y'all, but honestly, it was a great time under the circumstances. You know, under
Exactly.
the circumstances.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you was able to get there safe and then get home safe. Those are the measures that I love, is because, man, 13 hours is no joke, especially with 2 kids. You feel me? Right. Are we like 5 minutes into the draft? Are we there yet? Are we in Atlanta? Are we in Georgia? Like, dude, we just got on the road.
Exactly. It was a lot, but they did very well. I will say that they slept a lot. They slept a lot. I think my entire family was tired because we're always on the go doing something. So shout out to my family, baby. Shout out to my family. Again, I thank my mother-in-law over and over again, because she showed up, she showed out, and she thought about her grandbaby. She was like, this is the only time that I'm going to get right now. They so close to me. I got to go get them and spend some time with them, you know? And she always would love to spend time with my kids. Don't get me wrong. We just stay so far away. But she came, she got them, took them back, had all the grandkids, plus her, the little dogs, her grandbabies, her granddaughters.
She was in heaven. She was in heaven with the
chaos. She had a great time with the babies. So now we're going to go ahead and get into our topic for tonight, y'all. It will not take long at all. A brother, because I said we're talking about family. A brother has shot and killed his sister. And these were grown folks. So let's get started. Here we go.
This morning, an arrest in a deadly shooting in Winton, Paris. Cincinnati police say 22-year-old Ahmyah Stanley shot and killed 21-year-old Ahmyah Stanley. The shooting happened on Craft Street around 11 Friday night. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene. Last night, Cincinnati police, with the help of Coleraine Township and Hamilton County SWAT, arrested Ahmyah Stanley after an apparent standoff. It happened on Longwood Court off of John Rose Avenue in Coleraine Township. Police surrounded an apartment complex around 6:30 p.m. and remained on scene for about 3 hours. Our crews at the scene could see SWAT trucks and police officers inside the stairwell wearing tactical gear. Police say the suspect was arrested on an open murder warrant.
Warning! Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
If he get the death penalty, that's what he should get. Love him dearly and pray for his soul. You know, but this is horrible. This is horrible.
A Cincinnati family between a rock and a hard place as they mourn the loss of a 21-year-old they say was murdered over the weekend by her own brother.
They just held a vigil for her. Our Valerie Lyons shares the emotional call for justice by a family now torn apart.
He kept telling her he was going to kill her. If he get the death penalty, that's what he should get.
Shock, grief, and anger weigh heavy on a Cincinnati family as the unthinkable becomes reality.
Deep down, I always knew my son would hurt somebody because he was always so angry, but never thought he would take Miss B away from us.
They gathered Monday to remember 21-year-old Ahmyah Stanley. She died late Friday night, shot multiple times inside her cousin's Winton Hills home, and police say her own brother, 22-year-old Maishan, pulled the trigger.
She was the only one who protected him. She was the only one who stood up for him, helped him, tried to make sure he had a roof over his head. So to think that he would do something like this is, you can't wrap your mind around it.
Family tells us it started as a fight over a video game. Maishan wanted to play, Ahmyah didn't, and that's when he snapped.
He's very violent and aggressive, so he jumped on her, wrestling with her. She got away. She went to run up the steps. She got 3 steps away from the top to go to my cousin's room to get away from him. She didn't realize he had a gun. He shot her.
Family says he shot her 6 more times before walking out. A nightmare for loved ones who say they now grieve 2 lives instead of 1.
I lost a niece and I lost a nephew.
One day.
Because he'll be hopefully in prison for the rest of his life. And probably in hell, God will not forgive him for that.
Now, as they seek justice against her brother, they prepare to bury Ahmyah and say their final goodbyes.
She was so happy.
She was a beautiful little girl.
She was determined to prove everybody that
she was
that I can do it.
Valerie Lyons, WCPO 9.
Damn. Damn. That's crazy. Not the video game. You ain't gonna play with me?
Fortnite.
Not Fortnite. Come on.
Fortnite. Allegedly.
Wow.
It was
wow.
Fortnite.
You can't even play that 2 players. like, come on, man.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that I want to touch on with that clip, Jason, is when the auntie said that she always knew he would hurt somebody. But I just didn't know it was going to be his sister.
Mm-hmm.
But she always knew. And this is him at the bottom of the screen, y'all. I'm sure you can see him. But she said she always knew that he was going to hurt somebody, but just didn't know who it was. Jason, in situations like that, what do you do as a parent? She was just the auntie. But if she knew, I'm sure mama knew too.
There's not much you can do unless that person wants to get help themselves. Because if they're not committing anything or doing anything wrong, up until they do something wrong, you can't do nothing. You could try to put them in therapy. You can try to, have them in psych wards and all that kind of stuff. But again, if they're not doing nothing, can't nothing be done. You feel me? Like, if you got anger issues, then you just got to try to help them and find out what's the issue to help resolve it in some way or some fashion, either through therapy or otherwise. But there's not much you can really do when it comes to something like this until they do something like now. But it sounded like he did something else, right? Like,
yeah.
Or was the murder warrant for the sister, or was that prior to it? So he has that body and now his sister's body.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I didn't hear that well. But I know they say he had been in trouble before. But let's go back. He's also an adult, y'all.
That part.
So being that he's an adult, I'm riding with Jason. Ain't nothing they could have done, really.
The only thing that
but encourage him.
The only thing that we could have done, right, is now when she makes a statement like, we always knew, because he was troubled and he was such an angry person. That means we've seen patterns like this when he was young. So there should have been ways to try to, regulate that as a youth, so then this doesn't happen as an adult.
Exactly.
Right? So, like, say for instance, the kid that killed his mom for the same thing, for not buying a virtual reality headset. You know what I mean? Like, if no one's catching those temper tantrums, those outbursts early, then you're gonna have these issues now. Like, say for instance, my little daughter, my middle child, my 5-year-old, she has frequent outbursts because she's not either getting her way or she's just overly emotional. Right? I'm not gonna pull the classic parent that we was raised with and beat her and tell her to calm down and stop all the crying. Like that's not going to be helpful, because that's probably what happened, right? So what I do is I slow everything down. I bring her to my level, or I get down to her level, and we talk about what's going on. What's making you so angry? Why do you feel this way? And 5 minutes of that conversation, it's a lot of shoulder shrugs and I don't knows, until we just really sit there and she'll tell me what's wrong. And it may not even be what's even present. Like, no, you can't have a what is it called? Apple juice pouch. No, she'll blow up for that. But then once we slow it down and talk to her, like, what's up? Well, I just feel like I'm a bad girl and blah. And then that's what we're talking about. And then we're readjusting that conversation, and we're addressing what's going on internally, because it's more than just what's in the front of us. Because it can't be me saying no to the applesauce pouch, because I said no like that 2 days ago and he was just fine.
Exactly.
So if we're not doing that with our children, where we're having conversation, because by the time that they're 5 and above, they can have full conversations like that.
Yeah.
You can find out what's wrong with them by asking thumbs up, thumbs to the side, or thumbs down. Are we feeling good from a 1 to a 5? Like, you just have to do it. You know what I'm saying?
And
So if we're
I'm sorry. One of the things that I just wanted to touch on, what Jason just said, was when he was doing the shoulder shrug. You know, he didn't stop and let it end right there, because she said, I don't know. Okay, well, go to your room until you figure it out. No, we're going to sit down together and we're going to talk about it until we get it out of you. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it out of them what's going on. Eventually, they'll tell you. Because they're going to get tired of sitting there and you scolding them about it. So eventually they'll come out and they'll say it, you know. But you have to be able to determine, you know, which way to go with the two, Jason, at the same time, you know. So let's get back into these comments. Julie said, where the hell did he get a gun from?
He was already carrying it.
Yeah. Like we can't really say too much on that, because number one, he's an adult. And we don't know if the family knew that he had a gun. They possibly did, but we can't say that for a fact. If we knew that for a fact that they knew he had a gun, then okay, we could go in. You know, why would y'all allow him to have a gun? But honestly, in a situation like this, to me, I just don't think they knew he had a gun. They knew he was crazy. Right with him.
Right.
So Cassandra said they could have got him help way before this from the auntie statement. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
That's what Jason said. When she said we always knew. Well, she always knew that he was going to hurt somebody. Always is the key word. You know, so did y'all try to get him any help? Carmen said the system is flawed. As long as these situations are overlooked until it's too late, the worse it will get. And this was the worst. This was the worst. This was something that I would hope they were trying to avoid. But Jason, they could have been getting him help. We don't know. And the help just wasn't the right type of help that could really help him. You see what I'm saying?
No, right. That the thing is, man, is that as much as we believe in God, when there's a greater presence one way, there's also a greater presence the other. And when when that vessel is empty and it's not full of the right spirit, the other spirits take over. Right? He may not know. He could probably end up going to jail, man, and then 4, 5, 6, 7 months later snap back and be like, what the hell just happened? Why am I here? It could be some weird shit like that could happen. Or he could just know. Like, he could just know, and then that's just the devil in him. Like, that's just is who he is.
Just evil, pure evil.
Just evil. Some people evil for no reason. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So let's get into this last clip, y'all. This is the second clip of this. Here we go.
His sister, 21-year-old Ahmyah Stanley, Morgan Parrish, spoke with the family this afternoon. It's a story you only find here on Fox 19 Now.
That was my baby he took. He's my baby also. You don't do your sister like that.
On Friday evening, just after 11 o'clock, police were called to Craft Street in Winton Hills and discovered 21-year-old Ahmyah Stanley suffering from gunshot wounds. Police say she later died at the scene.
My sister calls me and tells me the homicide unit on Lynch Street needed to speak with her down at the station because my Sean has been convicted of an aggravated crime.
A crime against his own sister.
I mean, you just don't think that this type of stuff will happen in your family. It's just tragic. Like, we don't know where to begin. This was overkill. I don't know what would make a brother kill their sister. But this is so unimaginable. Like, you can't wrap your mind around this.
My Sean and Ahmyah's aunt Tasha tells me the two were hanging out at their cousin's house when this all happened. It started off as a typical night until my Sean and Ahmyah got into an altercation. That's when she tells me things took a turn for the worse.
My Sean shot her 3 steps away from the top of the steps from her getting to my cousin's room. He shot her in the head. She turned around. He shot her 5 more times. He shot into the steps, and on the way out the door, he shot her in the head. I know because I had to clean up her remains.
It's a mother's worst nightmare.
I feel like he intentionally killed my daughter, so he needs to do intentionally kill time. And I don't know. I'm just not even processing all this yet. I just had to watch my sister clean up her body parts off the floor. He left her in pieces. I don't even think I'd be able to see her again before I bury her. So I don't think he deserves no mercy. And as his mother, he should sit there for the rest of his life to make sure he don't do this to nobody else's child.
As Trimika wiped away tears, she told me what kind of person her daughter was.
She was funny, silly, and very outgoing. And she was going to school to do hair to make women that were abused and women and children that were abused feel pretty about themselves from the times that she has felt so not pretty. And she was almost there. And he took that from me. He took that from her. I deserve to see my baby graduate.
Heartbroken, crushed, and devastated, she says her family will never be the same.
But I'll be there every day to see him get served his justice. I'm just glad the police got me before me.
Reporting in Price Hill, I'm Morgan Parrish, Fox 19.
That's heavy, man.
By the way that clip just went, the look on that mother's face, I could just feel the energy that she was pouring out. If she would have caught him before the police caught him, she probably would have took him out herself.
All right.
She probably would have took him out herself. So shout out to the police for saving his life, because she definitely probably would have took him out. Like that, this has to be so devastating to her. So devastating. Now you done lost 2 kids, but one you can always go see. And she probably won't even do that. She probably won't even do that. Jason, do you think it's jealousy behind this? Like, this cannot be over no Fortnite game because she wouldn't come play with him. Like, this is anger.
You know what? This is us completely 100% making up the story, at least me, right? Because jealousy could play a big part too, right? Because what we keep seeing is her in cap and gown, her graduating, you know, really kind of like doing her thing for herself at 21. You know what I'm saying? And then he's only 22, right? He ain't too much older than her.
But all we're hearing is he was angry. He's always been angry.
Right. I mean, it could have been some jealousy that could be underlining for him not getting the attention. She's the pretty girl. She's the fun girl. She's smart. She's this, she's that. Where he's messing up all the time. He's rebellious. He's always angry because he's misunderstood. And he was, again, 100% fabrication, 100% not knowing details and not understanding. So don't take what I'm saying to heart. But I could see that being some part of the plot, some part of the storyline.
I have to agree with you on that one. Julie said that was an assassination. I agree, Julie.
Man, 6 shots? That's crazy.
Yes. You already had shot her in the head.
Right.
And then when you leaving out the door, you shoot her again?
Man, they don't even do that in movies.
Like, did you even like the girl? Did you
Right.
like her?
Shit.
Because Charlotte acting like you loved her. So did you even like her?
She's not about to respawn.
You know, like there are siblings out there where you have the little sibling rivalries with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But this is a hurtful thing that they will actually take it to that level. To actually take your sister on out of here. Carmen said after all of the court hearings are over, she will probably never see him again. I agree. She looked like he disgusted her. Yeah. Well, Cassandra said to kill your own sister in the manner he did, this unfortunate situation is very deep and personal and was rooted in him for a long time.
That part.
Julie said, I want that hoodie, cuz. Okay, cuz, I get you one. Sorry, y'all. But y'all, we're gonna have to pray for this family. This is definitely gonna be a story that I will be keeping up with and giving you guys updates on just as well, because I'm sure this is not the last time we're gonna hear about this. This is not the last time. I'm waiting to see if they're gonna try to even give him a bond. He shouldn't get none, but we just never know how this system works. You know what I'm saying? Just never know. So we're gonna pray for this family. They all seem devastated, Jason. They all seem like total shock. In shock that this has happened. And they are hurt. Look, Mama P said I wouldn't go to no court hearings for him. She wouldn't go to none, y'all. I'ma go. Because I want to make sure he get exactly what I want him to get.
Yeah, right.
Life. And like they say, if you get the death penalty, oh well, so be it. They don't even care. Because he shouldn't have did what he did. Flat out. So we are at the end of the show, y'all. I love you all so much. Thank you once again for tuning in, listening to my story. Because I had a long story to tell y'all. So I appreciate that. But before we end, Jason, I do want to go back over those 2 clips that we showed with Chrissy and also with Crystal just as well. So that's how we're going to end the show tonight. And of course, make sure you guys listen to my babies, of course. And we'll see y'all on Friday. We will see y'all on Friday. I'm finna go to bed, y'all. I'm so tired. I don't know what to do. And gotta be up for work tomorrow. So I'm tired. But Jason, thank you just as well.
Absolutely.
For adjusting your time to come on at 9:30 tonight instead of 9. So I appreciate that just as well. And shout out to Darnell on the hair game.
Shout out to right. I was gonna say something, but I forgot about it. He definitely got you together. He said he probably seen them pictures too. Like, girl, get your ass in this chair.
You would get in here right now. Jason, I told him, Jason, I was so tired. All I kept saying was my bed. That's all I kept saying was my bed. I told him, I said, I know you probably tired. I said, I could throw on a wig and a hat and call it a day. He was like, no. Come on in. So shout out to Darnell. I was literally in there for maybe 20 minutes, if that. 20 minutes. He curled me up and I was out the door. So thank you all again. Shout out to Chrissy. Shout out to Crystal. I love you all. Jason, I gotta do this again, baby. I gotta do this again in the future. Okay? I don't know when. But trust me, I'm pulling up on somebody, okay? I'm going to pull up.
We pulling up, right? We pulling up.
So here we go. Love you guys. Bye.
Surprise. I ain't got to be your baby. She look just like you, bro.
I have been here.
She look just like
Friday.
you, bro.
Oh, really? Yes, I've been
I
here
got a
since
nephew
Friday.
who look just like
How
me.
are you? Hi. Hey.
Hey, family run deep.
They're my little friend. Oh, that was a nice surprise. Yeah. I thought you was waiting on your sweatshirt. I'm like, why do I gotta go inside?
Yeah, we have been planning this for.
Oh, it was a
couple
setup.
weeks
I had
now.
no idea.
Okay. Last week. Don't tell Crisco.
Oh, this was a setup. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, she didn't know.
I thought you been talking to her this whole
I've been
time.
talking to.
Oh my god! Hey girl! Hey! Come in!
You gotta cut the car out.
It's fucking dirty, but come in.
Return, please return. Please return. Please return. Please return.